Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Cici. I'm a reseller on Poshmark and eBay, and I went to the bins yesterday and I got a small haul. I got 16 items for $27.68. It was 13 pounds. They charge $1.99 a pound now. They were just $1.79. So the Goodwill in Georgia is raising its prices. That's fine. It's still pretty affordable. And my cost of goods per item ended up being $1.73. So I did get some hats. I got this hat. It's a nice beige classic wool fedora. It's got a little bit of a wide brim to be a fedora. And the brand on that is Express. It's a lady's hat. I got that posted on Poshmark and it already has a few likers. Then I got another hat. I've sold this hat 3 times before. It's just a Target chenille kind of bucket hat, but it catches a lot of people's eyes. I have it listed at 15. The ones I sold before, I think I sold one for 11, one for 10, and one for 14. And I had gotten a black one, a gray one, and a burgundy one. So when I saw this in the bins yesterday, I was like, well, I know it sells, even though it's not a lot. If it's going to sell, I'll still pick it up. I'll tell you today, I just sold something. It's been a while since I only made $1 profit on an item. But I had picked up this Coraline girls size large yellow raincoat. And that had been posted probably since, I don't know, it's been a little while. It's been at least 4 months. And I had it listed at $10 because it was just, you know, super lightweight. It was for kids. And someone offered me 6. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I spent $2 something on it. My take after Posh's 20% or whatever their $2.95 fee on items under 15. So I made $1 profit on that raincoat, but that's okay. I found this pair of Tory Burch shoes, and I was super happy to see them sitting there in the bin because I recognized the Tory Burch emblem right away. And I saw them when I was right on my way out the door. And I was like, oh, let me take another peek at that shoe bin, and I did, and these were sitting right there. They're size 9.5. The style name is the Rosalind, and they've got a little bit of wear to the toe area. So the sole is actually coming separated and there's some scuffing. Everything else is kind of okay, but then on the underneath you can kind of see where it's like there's wear. And then there's wear, you know how when people wear shoes a lot in summer and the feet like get sweaty, like there's wear in there. But I will be able to sell those. The bad thing is, I think even in good condition, when I got home and looked at the comps, they were only going for 50 bucks in good condition. So I won't get any more than 30 for those. I think I've got them posted on 30. Because they were flawed, I just posted them on Poshmark. I'm pretty new to selling on eBay. I just actually started cross-listing to eBay this month just because Poshmark's been so funky. And it's been a very rewarding thing because since I started doing it like the second week of May, I've already made $300 some on eBay. So it's something I'm kind of kicking myself in the pants for not doing it years ago. I was just put off by the busyness of the platform. eBay just has stuff everywhere. Like there's advertisements and promotions and recommendations. And I did cross-post there a few other times. Excuse me. But I felt like there's way too many categories that you had to input. And now that I've been frequently listing on there, like I have, I think 71 items listed there. I have 400 in my Poshmark closet. So I'm just slowly migrating. But you don't have to fill in all those fields, like they're optional. So I am enjoying cross-posting, and I'm going to definitely continue to do so. Because I always hear people say when one platform is slow, the other picks up. And I will say that I have found that to be true. So I found this Michael Kors backpack. I don't really get excited for Michael Kors. It's not really my closet aesthetic, and I don't pick it up. But I thought, well, wow, that's a really sharp little mini backpack. The fabric is in good shape. And I looked it over. I opened up the front pocket, the zip, and the interior body. And then I was like, oh, cool, it's clean. It's almost immaculate. I didn't even look at the back of it when I got it home. It's actually missing a full strap. So I took it out of the bins and brought home. It literally has one strap. So I've got it posted. It has like 4 likers. And I described the damage. I was like, well, you can kind of carry it with just the one strap, but it's going to slide off it's basically going to slide off. So I was like, that won't work that well. But if you want to carry it by the handle, you could. But even that, like this side of the handle is giving, and down here, that's ripping. So whoever had the bag kept it in really great condition on the exterior, but they must have carried a lot of heavy things in it. Either that or whoever manufactured it just didn't do a great job. And then I found a pair of Hoka. They are women's. They're the Rinkin 3 is the style name. And they're size 10. And they're just pink and green, or pink and turquoise. They're not in bad shape at all. They're actually in really good condition. They need to be laundered. So there's like a little bit of dirt wear at the heel and at the toe. And I just noted that in the posting. I'm not going to wash these. Sometimes if I find a dirty tennis shoe that's worth reselling, I'll bring it home and wash it. But these weren't quite dirty enough for me to put any elbow grease. I feel like the buyer can do that. But I have got those posted on both platforms, and they've gotten views on eBay. And I think they have like 3 likers on Poshmark. So I was really happy to find those. And they were sitting, so I went in right at opening. Like the Goodwill outlet I went to this day was the Savannah Goodwill Outlet. And you go, and the way it used to be is there's like stairs leading up to the entrance, and people would just kind of congregate on the stairs and wait for the doors to open. They open at 9, but the guy will typically open the doors at 8:45. I didn't learn that until going for, like, I would show up there right at 9. I'd be like, why is everybody inside? Well, because they open the doors early. So now there's a handicap access ramp. So now they're having everybody line up like almost single file there. And when I went yesterday, the last 2 times I went, it was that way. And I just thought that it was something that the shoppers were doing. But no, when they opened the doors and started letting people in, there were actually 2 people that were not in line and were on the stairs. And they kind of went right towards the door. And the Goodwill staff stopped them and said, no, you need to wait for all the people that were in line to go in. So they're actually making people adhere to that, which I think is really cool. So I don't find any benefit really to being the first one in the door. Like, I feel like I found plenty of good items. I mean, I was probably 3/4 of the way down the line, but it was kind of interesting. I don't know what happened to make them change that. I'd like to know the story behind that. Then I got this bag. This is something that if I had seen the flaw, I wouldn't have picked up. We've got a little separation there. I didn't even look at that when I was at the bins. The brand is Mona B, and it's just a kind of neat travel clutch. It says live, love, wander, and it's got a front pocket, then it's got a whole interior body. So what I put in the posting is this cross body strap comes off. So it's actually functional as a clutch as well. So if someone wanted to buy it as a clutch, it's really neutral. It's a nice durable canvas, but yeah, unfortunately I didn't notice that. So we'll see if that gets any takers. I think I just listed that on Poshmark at $10. So I got this hat is a vintage hat. It's a wide floppy brim hat with a bow, kind of like maybe you could do the whole Kentucky Derby thing like that in it. It's real pretty, and there were 2 of them stacked together. There's a lilac one too. I've got them both posted. The blue one got a liker today on Poshmark, and I sent an offer she hasn't taken yet. I haven't cross-posted them on eBay because I am so accustomed to just selling on Poshmark, and they let you use the post office boxes. So I have a ton of post office mailing boxes and priority boxes. No problem with Poshmark. With eBay, because I'm pretty much offering buyers ground shipping, you can't use the priority boxing. You have to use your own personal box. And I have a few Amazon and whatnot boxes around, but from the sales I've made on eBay, I'm almost out of my post office boxes. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I know some people who are crazy Amazon orders. I think I'm going to have to hit them up for their spare boxes. Because, yeah, I have a pair of boots that I sold on eBay to ship tomorrow. And that's going to be the last box I have that is a generic box. So that's been interesting with eBay. But it's certainly nothing that I won't be able to overcome. Because the sales are... People on eBay go much more for brand names, is what I've found in my little half month of posting there. My brand names get a lot of traction, and they have been selling. And eBay takes fewer fees, and you get to take advantage of the commercial price shipping. So all of that adds up to a much higher profit per item on eBay than I had been seeing on Poshmark. I mean, I love Poshmark. I've been doing it for years. It's just, it's kind of flaky with everything they've been doing lately. And it's like, they advertise that they're a social, you know, platform, but they're really not. They're just like everybody else, and they're trying to do 80 million things. So anyway, off of that kick. I got a Polo Ralph Lauren seersucker shirt. I love picking up seersucker. Always does well. It's got the yellow pony on it. This is the only item, and it's a button down. So it's got the button down collar. So it's a button down button front. And it has some stains. So this is the only item I haven't been able to post because it's got those markings right there. Can you see that? Yeah. So I'm going to put that one in the laundry and see if I can't get those out. I'm sure I will be able to. Then I got this girl's dress. The brand is Analogy. It's size 10, and it's just like a nice little denim, very basic denim dress. Midi length with like kind of a distressed hem. And that got a liker on Poshmark, but I don't know if she's going to accept the offer or not. I've got these cross-posted on both platforms. They're Lauren Ralph Lauren. They're size 8. They're a pair of women's culottes, so it looks like a skirt. And then it's like actually shorts. It's got nice side pockets, and it zips on the side. And I feel like it's the kind of thing you could get away with wearing shorts at work because they, you know, so... 8 is a little bit of a smaller size, but I'm sure they'll do fine. This finally got a like. It's a Tory Burch dress. It's size 2, so it has, I mean, smaller sizes just take longer to sell. And just because there's fewer people that size, so they're very spoiled for choice. But there's some discoloration around the neckline and around the armpit area on both sides of the dress. And I highlighted that really well in the post, but it's an otherwise just gorgeous contemporary shift dress. It's got these flat front pockets, and yeah, if someone wants to take that to the dry cleaners and get that cleaned out, it's 100% cotton. I'm sure it will come out. So it was Tory Burch. I wasn't going to pass it up. I just saw it sitting in one of the bins, and I thought, well, that looks like a quality texture. Let me pick that item up and see see what that's all about. And I was, to my surprise, it was Tory Burch. Then I've got another Ralph Lauren. This one isn't polo. It's size large. It's a men's front button down shirt. It's got a nice little texture to it. It's got the navy blue pony. And that's gotten quite a few looks on eBay. Well, I just posted it today. It has 4. Everything that I've posted Ralph Lauren on eBay gets eyes on it immediately. So I do not find the same thing to be true so much on Poshmark. Then I thought this was a neat woman's shirt. The brand is Savannah, and it's size medium, but super relaxed fit. But it's just that gauze. It's like a bubblegum pink gauze tunic. And I just thought it's really cute, and it photographed so well, but no traction at all, no attention on Poshmark, no likes. And then I think I just have one more thing here. Oops, yeah. Vera Bradley duffel bag. So the print is called Raspberry Fizzle. It's one of her discontinued prints, but it's just a great duffel bag. It has quite a few likes on Poshmark. It's clean interior. It's really good weekender, overnighter. It's nice and wide. It's clean. So yeah, that has some likes. I was going to cross post that one on eBay, but I saw that they weren't going for quite as much on eBay. I did learn one thing about eBay that I'll share. I'm sure everybody else already knows this, but in case not, I was posting an item on eBay that had a flaw, and it was the first item that I posted there that had a flaw, so I wanted to make sure to highlight the flaw so I didn't get in any kind of trouble with the platform or anything. So I did the description, you know, the main header line that people see when they search for the item and click on it. And then they give you the option to put a subtitle. So I did. I just put flawed because it's like, okay, if I put flawed in the subtitle, that will stand out. So I just carried on and posted the item, and then I put list. And then I got a pop-up that said, you have been charged a $2 listing fee. I'm like, what? Because I know you can list up to 200 items a month for no charge. So I'm like, why would I get charged a listing fee? Was it the brand? So I started clicking around and trying to figure it out. They charge you $2 if you put a subtitle. It's a subtitle fee. So I literally got charged $2. I can't get it back because if you sell on eBay, you know where they show your shipping label deductions. The subtitle listing fee is where my shipping label deductions are. So it's already been deducted. So the next payment I get from eBay, they're taking that $2 off the top. And the item I did that on, it was totally not worth it. It was this Nirvana band tee that had like 2 small holes in the shoulder that I listed for $10. So by the time eBay takes their fee and then the $2, and even if I sell it on Poshmark, that $2, I mean, it's a $2 lesson. It's not a big deal, but I just found that like they didn't give you any warning. Oh, if you put a subtitle, we're going to charge you for that sort of thing. Nope, not at all. But honestly, that's my only complaint with eBay so far. I will say I've also been struggling with how to do the pictures because I have like the whole Poshmark routine for taking pictures. I can do it with my eyes closed. It's essentially the same thing for eBay, but today when I went out on my front porch and I was taking pictures, I was like, I'm just going to do eBay and Poshmark at the same time instead of copying the Poshmark photos and uploading them into my eBay listing. And every time I clicked on take a photo, it said upload photo or take photo. So I had to stop and select one of those before I could continue. And with Poshmark, it's like just photo, 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 like there's no bump in the road. So I did not like that. I had to either select upload photo or take photo. It added extra time, and my routine is very streamlined. So I think what I'm going to do based on that is just continue to take screenshots from Poshmark and paste them over to eBay. The only thing with that is that then I have to resize them each because all my Poshmark stuff is showing. So I guess either way I do it, it's going to take time. But that is what I got for $27, $27.68. Let me know what you think. I feel pretty good about it. I mean, I think some of those items will move pretty fast. I'm kind of disappointed that as many of them had flaws, you know, as I'm disappointed there were so many flaws. It's late. I'm sorry. I'm probably rambling. But thank you so much for stopping by. If this was useful to you, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know. Hope your sourcing and reselling is going well. And I'll see everybody soon. Thank you. Bye. Hey, I want to just pop back in and share some seasonal advice. If you ever get flies, I'm getting flies in my house because I take my Poshmark and eBay pictures on the front porch, so I'm always opening and shutting my door and flies sneak in. And I found a tip on Reddit that if you spray, get your Windex and put the nozzle spray to like wide spray, so it gives the widest burst of liquid, and go after the flies with the Windex. It gets on their wings and then they're not able to fly, and it eventually either kills them or you can kind of scoop them up with a paper towel and squish them. But I've been doing that, and I think I've gotten 8 flies in the last 2 days because I've been in and out, so they've just been coming in and out, and it's been terrible because they make that little noise by the window. So yeah, if that's helpful to you in this season where flies are starting to be a part of life, I just want to share that. All right. Bye.